What if I told you that 23 out of 24 fake applications for government healthcare subsidies were approved? Not flagged, not denied, just approved. Your tax dollars handed out to people who do not exist. And that, my friends, is only the beginning. A devastating new report has blown the lid off what may be the largest healthcare fraud scheme in American history, and President Trump's demanding answers. Democrats, they never wanted you to hear this. So what exactly is happening? You see, for over a decade, Democrats told you Obamacare was about helping working families get affordable health care. But a Government Accountability Office investigation just exposed the truth. $21 billion in unverified payments in a single year. Investigators created fake applicants to test the system, and almost every single one was approved for subsidies. Dr. Oz, now the Medicaid administrator, he revealed that $4.4 million of improper enrollments. 1.6 million people were enrolled in both Medicaid and Obamacare at the same time. Duplicate Social Security numbers. Deceased enrollees still on the books. Missing identity data everywhere. It wasn't a glitch. This wasn't oversight. This was a system designed to funnel trillions to insurance companies while taxpayers footed the bill. And anyone who questioned it, it was told, and anyone who questioned it was told they wanted people to die.
You said people gonna die?
Yeah, Jar Jar. But now the truth is out, and Democrats are panicking. And speaking of taking control of your health instead of trusting a broken system, let me tell you about a smarter approach to weight loss. Now, we've all seen the Ozempic headlines, but a major analysis found people who stop those injections gain back nearly all their weight within a year. They only work while you're on them, and they're expensive, and that's why I trust BioTrust GLP-1 Elevate at trimwithgary.com. Helps your body naturally trigger hunger-controlling signals without needles, prescriptions, or scary side effects. It promotes fullness, reduces cravings, and supports fat loss. And right now, get 40% off at trimwithgary.com with a 60-day guarantee, plus every order donates a meal to nokidhungry.org. You can take control at the link in the description at trimwithgary.com. Now, of course, let's get back to the president because he dropped the hammer. He said that Obamacare was set up for insurance companies to become rich. They have been paid trillions. And then he drew the line. He said he does not want to pay them anything. No money for the insurance companies. He wants to pay the money directly to the people. Let them buy their own health care. In one statement, Trump cornered the entire Democrat Party. They built Obamacare to feed corporate giants. Trump wants to burn the middleman to the ground and put the cash into your pocket. And they have no answer for it. Now, check this out. This is 2 hours ago. A reporter. 22 million Americans are expected to see their health insurance premiums rise. Here's President Trump on that.
Do you support the Paramount deal, sir?
On healthcare, Mr. President, 22 million Americans are expected to see their healthcare insurance premiums start to rise by the beginning of next year.
You're talking about because Obamacare is so bad?
Yes, well, sir, because the Obamacare subsidies are expiring. Are you going to do
because
anything?
Obamacare is so bad.
What is the Republican plan? Are you going to let that happen on your watch?
What I'm going to do is, if the Democrats go along with it, which they don't want to because they want to make the insurance companies very rich, okay? I want the money to be paid to the people to go out and buy their own health care instead of paying to the insurance companies. Their stock has gone up 1,700% in a short period of time. Did you know that? 1,700. You wish your corn went up, right? But the insurance companies' stock has gone up by 1,700%, 1,800%. They're taking in trillions of dollars. I don't want to pay the insurance companies anything. And I know a lot of them, but they're owned by the Democrats. And the Democrats have, Obamacare is a setup to make insurance companies rich. And I want to pay the people, and I want the people to go out and buy their own health care. And that's what we want to do, and that's what the Republicans want to do, because Obamacare is a disaster. And I said it 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It was always a disaster. It's bad health care that's too expensive for people. And now your premiums, and you said it better than I said it. You said the Obamacare premiums are going to go up. They're going way up. And what I want to do is have the money. And you know who's getting that money? A lot of it is the insurance companies. I want the people to get the money and go out and buy their own health care. And everybody wants that, right?
You know, God bless this man. I certainly hope that he can crush Obamacare. They're complaining about the subsidies or whatever, the premiums going up, excuse me. Okay, so if that's the problem, just crush it. Erase it. Rebuild it. Discard it. Whatever you got to do. I mean, like he just pointed out, that reporter laid out the problem with Obamacare, clearly. Trump laid out the solution. But will the Republicans have the spine to follow through and get it done? I mean, like in a previous report, we played you the hot mic of Donald Trump complaining that Republicans are just, not fighting the Democrats hard enough. The guy's got a vision. The guy's got a plan. He just needs to have all the roadblocks removed so we can push through this America First agenda that includes destroying Obamacare. Here's more. President Trump on the Obamacare scam.
Billions, trillions. Obamacare was set up for insurance companies to become rich, okay? That was why they, in my opinion, I think the Democrats did it for that reason. Do you know that insurance company stocks have gone up 16, 17, 1,800% over a short period of time? They've been paid trillions, not billions, trillions of dollars. And what I'm saying is very simple. I don't want to pay them anything. No money for the insurance companies. Sorry, fellas, I know them all. No money for the insurance companies. I want to pay the money directly to the people and let the people get their own health care.
Hasn't put that
but
on
you know
the
who's
floor
fighting
yet.
me in that? The Democrats. Obama.
She said Congress hasn't put on the floor yet. That's the freaking problem. All right, let's get the bill. I mean, let the bill come directly from the White House. Draft it up, guys. Get it in there. Introduce it. Let's run with it. No one in Congress has introduced the bill yet? Okay, well, maybe it's because the problem, has been festering and no one has actually had the frickin' balls to do anything about it. President Trump's got the frickin' balls. All right? It is frustrating, I know. No money for the insurance companies. That's what he wants. Fraud findings. A new watchdog report found the Obamacare is funding tens of thousands of questionable accounts. I mean, it's one thing you've got the problem with the premiums going up, but just the rampant fraud within the system itself. That's a whole other layer and a whole other reason why it needs to be scrapped. Watchdog finds Obamacare paying out thousands of dead and bogus accounts, including those with duplicate Social Security numbers, deceased enrollees, missing identity data. Investigators even created fake applicants to test the system. Here's Dr. Oz. He is the Medicaid administrator sounding the alarm on the widespread fraud that was found in Obamacare because of Democrat leadership. I'll let him tell you.
Example, the Government Accountability Office just released a shocking interim report on widespread fraud within Obamacare. Let me explain what's going on. During the pandemic, the previous administration took a variety of actions that weakened crucial safeguards. For example, they eliminated common sense income verifications, which are central to making sure people actually qualify for the program. They also expanded the number of people who got completely free health insurance via what are called $0 premium plans, which is a huge problem because if you don't pay anything for a plan, you might forget that you have it, or you may be enrolled in it by an unscrupulous insurance broker without your knowledge. To date, we've received complaints from hundreds of thousands of Americans who didn't know they were enrolled in an Obamacare plan until they got paperwork from the IRS related to their tax credits. So, why was this allowed to happen? Because the past administration prioritized achieving big program enrollment numbers over protecting program integrity. The problem here is that you, the American taxpayer, are footing the bill for all of this fraud in the form of tax subsidies. Under President Trump and Secretary Kennedy, we are not sitting idly by. We've uncovered 4.4 million improper enrollments, including roughly 1.6 million individuals who were enrolled in both Medicaid and an Obamacare plan in 2024, which taxpayers, by the way, are footing the bill in both of these cases. You get double insurance. You're not paying for either. We've already started cleaning up the system by removing about 1 million people from Obamacare who are or should be covered somewhere else. This alone is going to save taxpayers billions in waste. In fact, the very first rule we announced in this administration was our marketplace integrity and affordability rule, which would have, and I'm listing it out, enforced common sense income verification checks, made sure people who were enrolled knew they were enrolled, and blocked illegal immigrants from accessing taxpayer-funded care. But here's the bonus of it all. Our rule would have lowered premiums across the board for Americans by an average of 5%. That's a lot of money. Now, we're on track, doing fine, until blue cities brought a politically motivated lawsuit against us, tying up this important rule in litigation. I want to applaud Congress for at least giving us some additional tools through the Working Families Tax Cut legislation that will enable us to bolster verification in future years. Meanwhile, we're continuing to fight every day to clean up the Obamacare problems, and as this report rightly points out, there's still a lot of work to be done.
A lot of work to be done. That's just the report. That's just the findings. Here's Jesse Waters.
Hear about Obama. He thinks Minnesota's bad. Wait until you hear about Obamacare. A new study from the Government Accountability Office just exposed the program as a criminal piggy bank. The office submitted 24 fake Obamacare applications, and 23 of them were approved. So they just made up a bunch of names, put in fictitious Social Security numbers, or for some, put in no records at all, and Obamacare sent them a check. This is exactly what Elon Musk and Doge were talking about. We wouldn't have to print so much money and run so much debt if we could just stop giving away money to thieves.
Stop giving money away to thieves. The fraud is rampant. President Trump, he's on fire. This guy, Mystery Benjamin, I knew Obamacare was a scam in 2016 when the company I was working for told me to stop scheduling my staff 40 hours a week and give them no more than 20 so the company wouldn't have to pay for their health care. You see, the numbers are staggering. 23 of 24 fake applications approved, $21 billion unverified, 4.4 million improper enrollments, and insurance companies pocketing trillions while American families drowned in premiums that they could not afford. This was not healthcare reform. This was a wealth transfer scheme dressed up as compassion. And now, with Trump demanding the money go directly to the people, the entire fraud empire is collapsing under the weight of its own corruption. Now, the story matters because every dollar stolen from Obamacare came out of your pocket. Every fake application approved means less money for families who actually needed help. Every improper enrollment meant the system was rewarding fraud while punishing honest Americans with skyrocketing premiums. For years, Democrats weaponized compassion to shield this corruption from scrutiny. So the question is, Obamacare, right? You question it, and you were heartless. Demand accountability, and you wanted people to lose coverage, but the GAO report doesn't lie. The numbers don't lie. Now the American people can see exactly what was built in their name. $1 trillion pipeline to insurance executives, a fraud machine running on autopilot, and a political class that looked the other way because the kickbacks kept on flowing. So I ask you, should Obamacare be abolished and money sent directly to the American people? Yes or no? Sound off in the comments and grab your gear at the Next News merch shop. You'll find it linked down below.